9 teams will move on to the ticket. 23.
And body movement is going to be key tonight.
Now Sacramento starting 5. Barnes and Bagley, the duo with the forward. Fox is out there with the Prophet, and it's Holmes in at the 5. And for Miami, they've got Insanity. Also, Winslow out there. Enes Kanter is out there with Tyler Johnson, and it's Nunn in at the shooting guard position. So Sacramento will get the first possession. Now Fox. They swipe it. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. Barnes grabs the miss. So for the Kings, their last game a win against Brooklyn. Passes it to the Prophet. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Pass to Nunn. And here is Singleton. To the inside. Nunn passes to Singleton. Nails the 16-footer.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
Here's Fox. The Heat getting the bucket. Six to shoot. And it's Miami with the rebound. This game against Sacramento is the first time they've met this year.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
Very difficult game to predict. They are not familiar with each other. I expect to see a lot of in-game adjustments tonight on both sides.
They get it again. Kanter. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Here's the Prophet. Turned in an outstanding game against Brooklyn. Sacramento moving it around. From downtown, gets the 3-pointer to fall. The Prophet's got 5 now.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Kanter. 26 points for him last game against the Pistons in Detroit. And it's in there.
I'm not sure if he was trying to show off or what, but when you're that open, you got to go straight to the basket. The fadeaway was clearly a bad choice.
Here's Fox. After Enes Kanter's basket, out to the wing. Here's the Prophet. Nice shot from the wing. He's got 7.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now, here's Kanter. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. There's Winslow. Good D by Barnes.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Pass to the Prophet. From deep. Unable to get that one. And Miami the other way now. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there. And I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
You know, sometimes great skill can overcome a lack of intensity, but it's very rare.
Barnes can't get it to go.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
The 3. And again, it's the Heat missing. The Kings leading. Fox looking it over. And there's the pass to the Prophet. Inside. Holmes, good.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
For Miami, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. To the paint. Here's none, and it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's the Prophet. He's covered by Cantor. The Prophet passes to Bagley. That 3 off the mark. Here's Singleton. Cantor trying to free himself up. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
To the middle. The kick out to Fox. Unloads. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
And no doubt Fox has a scorer's mentality. He is constantly in attack mode. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Cantor. Rebound by the Kings. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
It was a total team effort in terms of passing the baton to the guy that's hot.
Now, here's Bagley. Harrison Barnes missing his last shot. Bagley the pass to the Prophet. Can't cash in from close range.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And finished off by Singleton.
Justice Winslow has done an excellent job of being unselfish and making the right play.
And at this point, Eric Spoelstra, a mainstay of the Heat, been with the franchise for decades, led the team to titles, and is a huge figure in Miami.
And at some point, you figure Spoelstra will move into an executive role. Might be next in line for when Pat Riley retires. There's a lot of loyalty between Spoelstra and the Heat.
And here is Johnson. He's coming off a 16-point game against Detroit. Passes to Nunn. Puts up a 3.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
Here's Barnes, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just a difficult shot that Barnes makes look so simple, so creative how he brushes off the defense.
Now here's Johnson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. He kicks to Singleton. Here's Nunn. Pass to Winslow. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Nunn. He's coming off a 13-point game against Detroit.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Now, here's Fox. 3-point lead. Kicks to Bagley. Dishes to Barnes. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Winslow. Back to Johnson. Snatched away. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. And it's Fox with the jam.
You have to have respect for his speed in transition. Fox is a high-octane player who explodes in the open floor.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Miami, trailing by 5. Cantor, the pass to Nunn. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup.
About time he got one to fall there. Before that, 6 straight misses to start this one.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. Well, this turn load management now is something you hear about, read about all the time, Steve. Do you think we'll ever see the regular season shortened by a few games?
You know, Commissioner Silver has talked about it, and it's been thrown around 75 games. I will say the NBA has done a fantastic job, along with the Players Association. There's longer off seasons. I mean, and there are also longer time throughout the All-Star game, and there's not as many back-to-backs.
group getting ready for Miami. Autobiography. Here's the Prophet. 7 points in the game. Elisa finds Holmes. Now Fox. He's covered by Cantor. And the pass to the Prophet. Just 5 to shoot. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
You want to stay aggressive, right at the rim, driving another nail into the coffin. I remember when the Heat first hired head coach Eric Spoelstra. Young guy, had Riley's blessing. But many observers wondered aloud whether he could handle LeBron, Wade, and Bosh.
On the court right now for the Kings, Elisa is out there with Marvin Bagley. Then it's De'Aaron Fox. Then it's the Prophet, and it's Holmes, and at the 5, roaming the paint.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And for Spoelstra, Smitty, he ultimately proved more than capable.
His tenured head coach in the league, tied with Rick Carlisle. Of course, Popovich is #1. That just shows you how much this franchise values stability.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school. I do it in college. I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Johnson with it. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Johnson draws it up, passes it to Singleton. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Marvin Bagley picks one up. I saw this the other day, Steve. The NBA now helping to create the Basketball Africa League. 12 teams from across that terrific continent. I think it's pretty exciting.
It is. This is an incredible story. Great for the sport and great for the people of Africa.
A free throw good from Singleton. And the Kings making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
The Prophet passes to Bagley, and he gets it to go. Bagley's got his first bucket of the night.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Pass to Hero. Cantor trying to free himself up. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Hero. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. The kick out to Barnes. Trying to find Holmes. Gets it to him. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
The assist there from Barnes. Over the years, he's got better and better making decisions with the ball in his hands.
He'd have gone 50% for the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Johnson outside. Cantor with it. Holmes on him. Now Winslow. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Pistons in Detroit. That's the free fly. Offensive rebound. Cantor kicks to Winslow. Cantor with it. Holmes on him. Pass to Hero. From deep. And the 3 ball is good. Hero's got it back down to single digits for the Heat.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Here's the Prophet. He's got 10. From 11 feet away. Oh, that's blocked. And they get it back. The pass to Hero. There's the three. It's hauled in by the Kings. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Here's Holmes, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Holmes got 8 points.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Cantor, and that one is off. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Barnes finds Fox. And it's good, 2 points. Fox has got the lead up to 13 now for the Kings.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Miami Heat. Pass to Winslow. Down low. Here's Hero. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Winslow's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
To the wing on the left. Lets it go from deep. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
And here is Johnson. Pass to Cantor. Now the dish to Winslow. On the wing, Johnson. Over Fox. And that one hits back iron. Kings leading now by 14. Pass to Barnes. Unloads from 9. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Just a sweet stroke from Barnes. His shooting form is really impeccable.
For Miami, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Cantor. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
Here's the Prophet. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends his lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
And here are the Heat now. Sacramento making their last shot. Johnson, the pass to Singleton. Back to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. There's the pass to Singleton. It's hauled in by the Kings. Holmes got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
The Heat trail by 18. Johnson surveying the floor. Passes it to Singleton. Here's Hero. He's got 7. Winslow wide open. He fires. No good on the triple. Kings leading now by 18. Over in the corner, Barnes Fires from deep, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Timeout.
Barnes has got 5 points now this quarter.
And boy, has he come alive since the start of the second quarter.
The spotlight usually is on the head coach. Smitty, what makes for a great assistant coach on the staff in your eyes?
Well, I think when he have a great relationship with the coaches, and also he has a great relationship with the players. I also love the assistant coaches that are very detailed, and also some of those guys, they have great insight on what a coach can see. It's still a team, and there's some great assistants out there.
And some changes here for the Heat. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Cantor, and it's Waiters in for Hero. Jabari Parker's checked in for Sacramento. Here's Singleton. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Easy look from mid-range. He won't miss many of those. Lazy effort defensively.
Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the inside, all alone. Again, Sacramento.
How about the awareness there from Fox? You got to love seeing how he is such a willing passer in finding the open man.
The Heat trail by 21. Johnson outside. They get a hand on it. Here's the Prophet. Makes it off the glass. The Prophet's got 21 in the game.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Now here's Johnson. Bagley with the rebound.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Barnes passes to Bagley. To the middle. And he jams it with authority.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
Here's Waiters after the Kings pick up 2. Jacks up a 3. Drills the 3-pointer.
Nice follow through on the jumper. Dion Waiters looking rock solid that time.
Here's the Prophet, covered by Winslow. Here's Fox. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. 1:49 left to play here in the half. Johnson outside. Here's Adebayo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, you love the energy that Bam Adebayo brings while he's on the floor. Great finisher who hustles nonstop. Really, the only question is how you match him up on the defensive end.
The first one falls. And those position questions you mentioned with Adebayo. A bit of a tweener in the post.
Yeah, he is. Adebayo has a game that is suited for a center. He attacks and stays close to the rim. But he's had a hard time matching up against some larger centers. And that's why we haven't seen more of him.
So he gets them both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Stolen away in transition. Here comes Miami. Here's none. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. 1:31 left in the first half of basketball. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Cauley-Stein. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
We've got 1:28 left now here in the second. And he lobs it up toward the rim, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Pass to Nunn. He dishes it to Cauley-Stein. Winslow with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
You see some of the craftiness of Winslow. Just knows how to generate offense.
Miami shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
First free throw is good.
The 10th overall pick back.
And so it's Sacramento holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, what has to happen to pull out the win?
Well, we have to play through some of the tough times, okay, whether it's a missed call or whether it's missed shots. This is a passionate game, and we got to stay the course.
We'll see what happens. Thanks, Bo. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal. And the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. It's Sacramento with the advantage at the half. They are in control of this game, up by 18. Kenny?
Well, they just about ran their offense to perfection. They pounded the ball inside, and the entry feeds were on time and on the money. It was a clinic to watch. The second half is going to be no contest if they keep getting shots 8 feet and in.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Sloppy ball, way too many wasted possessions, chucking up threes, missing them. I could hit more threes than that, Ernie. I hope they're talking right now about getting the ball inside, because that's what it's going to take. If they were hitting more threes, it would be a different story. But if was the 5th, Ernie, you know the rest.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at the Prophet in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. The Heat trail by 18. We've got Justice Winslow. Enes Kanter is out there with Insanity. And it's Tyler Johnson. And it's Nunn in at the 2 spot. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. Now here's Johnson. Three-pointer. Bangs home the trifecta. Johnson's got the first basket of the second half. That one for Miami. Kings leading now by 15. Here's the Prophet. Pass to Holmes. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Miami Heat. The pass to Singleton. 16 feet away. Hangs. It's tipped.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Johnson over to help. Stolen by Winslow. Here's the break. Here's Singleton. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. And that's now 11 points for Insanity.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Second chance shot. And it's laid in by Bagley. And the Kings lead by 17.
And how about the persistence on the backboard? Love how hard Bagley works on the offensive glass. Wants to outwork everybody.
Now here's Johnson. He has 5. It's out of bounds, and he's able to retain possession here. Here's Singleton. Lays it up off the glass. Singleton's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's the Prophet. He's got 23. Outside, Fox. Trying to find hole. Gets it to him. No good.
And that was almost one for the highlights. The long distance alley-oop, just a fraction off the mark.
Fox against Johnson. Passes to Nunn. Lets it go with a 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Fox against Johnson. Up top, Fox. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Holmes. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. The Heat trail by 14. Here's Nunn. Drops in the layup for 2. Nunn's got 10 points.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
The Kings have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Over in the corner, Barnes. Here's Bagley. A stupendous finish in traffic. He's got 6.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now a timeout called by Miami. And Steve. Smitty, what was your sneaker of choice back in the day?
Kevin, that's funny. I started off with the pumps, the double pumps, and then I ended up with a shell toe low top. And then now you see all the youngsters now wearing low tops. They used to tell me back in the day, low tops were not good for your ankles. But I didn't really jump that high, so I was okay.
Cantor, the pass to Nunn. Winslow with it. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Take a look at the Kings. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum.
Yeah, you know, for the Kings, they're not an opponent any team wants to see on their schedule. They've been producing all season long, and guys, I don't see them slowing down anytime soon.
We figured that by this point in the season, they would have separated themselves from the pack. They've done that and more.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
Cantor's shot is off. Sacramento leading by 16. Inside, Bagley, and finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
Miami's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Johnson outside. Out to the right wing. Now, here is Singleton. Defense right on him. There's Winslow. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
Now Johnson. Following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. Ball's knocked loose. Canner in the corner. Fires the three. Barnes grabs the miss. Sacramento's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3 to the paint. And it's Bagley. That time on the assist by Fox. Fox has got his 6th assist on the night. Now Johnson. 5 points in the game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Dishes to Singleton. Over Bagley. Singleton misses.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Here's the Prophet. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Heroes checked in for the Heat. And a change for the Kings. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Bagley. And here are the Heat now. Here's Hero. 7 points in the game. Now a timeout called by Miami.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
And a chance to check out the numbers for the Prophet. First in assists, first in steals, and he's a devastating finisher on the inside. The best field goal percentage in the league.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. Leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense. Here's Hero. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. To stop the run. Jump shot is good that time. Hero's got 9. Kings leading now by 21. Here's the Prophet, and he has 28 points for the game. Over in the corner, Barnes. Rebound by Singleton. Singleton's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Pass to Hero. Uncovered. And that one goes long.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Barnes passes to the Prophet. Back to Barnes. Pass to the Prophet. 5 to shoot. Here's Fox. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Heat trail by 21. Here's Nunn. He's got 10. That's tipped. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, Fox has got great leaping ability, and he likes to get up off the ground there for the flush.
Miami's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. That's a foul called on the Prophet. And that'll be his 3rd. On the court for Sacramento. They've got Bagley. Harrison Barnes is out there with Jabari Parker. That's the Prophet. They grab their own miss. Cantor off on the layup. For Sacramento, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Sinks the triple. 31 points for the Prophet.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Good ball movement here by Miami. From deep, Johnson. Rebound by the Kings. Bagley's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Cantor with it. Picked up by Bagley. Now, here's Cantor. Guarded closely. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And Cantor throws it down.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Oh, he's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And for a team's schedule that includes 4 games and 5 nights, sports writers have introduced the term schedule losses due to fatigue. I just don't think that's very good, but it's a reality right now.
Yeah, it is. And sometimes, Kevin, you know these games, you travel a lot. Your legs are just done, and that's when you have to rely on a total team, play more guys. But it happens. You can't get out of this quicksand. You're going to have those type of losses.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
The Heat have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. The pass to Akpala. Clock at 6. Miami needs to get a shot off. None, can't get it to fall.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And Cantor pulls it down. Miami's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Nunn. Fires the 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Pass to the Prophet. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Bowen, the pass to Johnson. Here's Nunn. Pass to Akpala. Shoots the 3. Offensive rebound. The Kings have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. The Prophet passes to Bagley. You know, Smitty, the NBA more active now in developing players before they enter the NBA. Not just the fundamentals, but the values of the game.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. The league has been taking a hands-on approach. There's nothing wrong with teaching the next generation life lessons about the sport and through the sport. Their struggles from the field continue, yet they still hold the lead.
And showing some toughness on that take. Hachimura, these kinds of buckets can energize a team.
Throws it up high. One-on-one fast break. Fires from 14. The second chance effort. And scoring with the play inside is Cantor. Cantor's got 8 here in the quarter.
And the second chance points aren't easy to come back. It's all about effort and hard work. And he has today made it look easy.
That's a carryover from the way he played in their last game. All-out energy plays on his way to a huge performance.
Outside, Bagley. Sacramento again missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Johnson kicks to Cantor. Here's Bowen. Wide open look. Tries again. Cantor's shot is off.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game. So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Here's Akpala. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet.
And a solid shooter from mid-range. Hachimura with textbook fundamentals.
Sacramento's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Here's the Prophet. You know, Steve, the business part of the NBA, very strong. But Commissioner Silver doesn't want to be complacent either.
No, he doesn't. He's always been forward-thinking. They're doing a good job of being proactive. They're doing a good job of just throwing out ideas. And what I love the most, Kevin, working with the Players Association.
I'm with you. Now the pass to Bowen. The 3 gets it to go from beyond the arc.
In that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
Right side, Bagley. Up and in from the low block. Bagley's got 10 points here in the second half.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Passes it to Cantor. Pass to Akpala. Johnson right side. Cantor trying to free himself up. Johnson can't get it to go. Here's the Prophet. To the inside. Got a piece of it. Here's Akpala. Pass to Bowen. Down low. And Cantor throws it down.
And Kevin, that's a little taste of what can happen when the big guy takes it up strong.
Well, I guess he does have it in him, then, to get up off the ground when he needs to and rock it to the rim.
You know, when he's in his comfort zone and he's got space, those are the results.
Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. If the NBA looking to improve officiating, Smitty, they'd like to revise the rule book to more closely match the way the game is played. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, we have to evolve. I think now the game has evolved with more three-point shots, so you got to...
The officials into the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And the lead starting to slip away.
Here's Johnson. Waiters outside. He kicks it to Johnson. Fox with the steal.
Inside 2 minutes.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Miami's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Now here's Waiters. D right on him. He's off on that one. And so Fox will bring it up for Sacramento. And the pass to the Prophet. And he banks in the layup. The Prophet's got 15 points here in the second half.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Sacramento.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the Prophet.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Now the Heat with it. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Just throw it up there. Trill Will's going to take care of the rest.
Sacramento in total control. And here is Fox. Pass to the Prophet. He's feeling it. Count it. Good. The Prophet's got 43 points.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Here's Okpala. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carryovers into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Now here's Cauley Stein. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.